Hey you guys, it's your girl T. So I want to come on here and talk about the whole Steve Harvey controversy, honey. So if you guys remember, I did the video about him messing up on the Miss Universe pageant. He announced the wrong winner and it caused a lot of controversy, a lot of racism and everything else. So now Steve Harvey is finally speaking up on his talk show and he has another emotional breakdown. He starts crying about how, he felt so guilty, but his wife Marjorie had his back and, he never meant for any of this to happen. Watch the video and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary. Alright, so you guys just watched Steve Harvey crying those damn crocodile tears. And I feel like at this point in time, Steve Harvey's just milking the situation. This man has already been invited back to host next year's show. And then why is he acting like the girl lost her battle with cancer? I mean, he said the wrong name, mistakes happen, move the hell on. The thing that bothers me about Steve Harvey is that this man has cracked many jokes, especially on black folks. But when it comes to this whole pageantry situation, he's in tears. When it comes to him clowning black folks and clowning slavery, he's all for that. But when it comes to this, it's like, he's so emotional. And I think Steve Harvey's one of those types who got a rude awakening. Because for him, he's made it so far in the game. We watched Steve Harvey from way back when he was doing, the King of Comedy tour and he had his own TV show and everything else. Steve Harvey has come a long way and I will never take his accolades from him. And for the most part, he's a good dude. He does donate. He does, donate his time. He does, do things for like young men and things like that. Now, one of the things that I'll say is that I feel like Steve Harvey got a rude awakening. He thought that he was so far up, the Hollywood ladder and the fact that he's a black millionaire and a lot of people know and recognize him. He was beyond reproach and he was beyond feeling racism. And I think the way that he was treated for his mistake at the pageant just showed that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you have, how much fame and celebrity status you have. A lot of people will still look at you as nothing more than a nigger. And I feel like during this whole controversy and everything that happened with the whole Miss Universe pageant, I feel like Steve Harvey, unfortunately for him, got his nigga wake up call, like they say on the Boondocks. And I just feel like, that's what's hurting him more than anything is the fact that he was slandered so bad. A lot of people in Colombia called him all types of niggers and all types of racist names. And I feel like a lot of that is what really, really hurt him. And it would have made more sense for him to address that as opposed to carrying on about the mistake that he made with their name. I really wish that he would have talked really openly about the racism that he faced for making that simple mistake. Because we all know Steve Harvey's not the first one to blunder on live television and make a mistake like that. When a white woman who was hosting Australia's Next Top Model, she announced the wrong name. Nobody tore her up. Nobody called her all types of racial slurs. People deemed it as a mistake and they moved on. But when it came to Steve Harvey, it's like folks went in on him so hard. So for me, I personally wish that he would address that aspect of it as opposed to the aspect of him, messing up the names. We get that. We understand that it was a mistake. And another thing that I find funny is that, at the end of the day, both of these women got a lot more attention, especially Miss Columbia. She got a lot more attention for this blunder and for this mistake than if she would have won any damn way. So I think at the end of the day, both these women came out smelling like a rose. Steve Harvey took the brunt of the mistake, and for me, it's nothing more than water under a bridge. He seriously needs to get over and stop crying, okay? So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. How do you feel about Steve Harvey once again breaking down and crying in tears about this entire situation that went down at the Miss Universe pageant? Do you feel like Steve Harvey needs to get over it and stop crying? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.